What's up, YouTube? This is ISC Dee Hinton of the City Sports Comedy. Before we start, I'm gonna need everybody to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for new videos every time I post. Today we're gonna do an NFL 2020 prediction on the Buffalo Bills season. At this point, the NFL is the only sport that is guaranteed to have a season coming in September. We're gonna have to hear from all over sports. Is MLB had a conference call today. Their return to play proposal could come tomorrow, which would expect which which would expect which is expected to include an 82 game season as reported on ESPN. Now, back to the NFL. I'm gonna be going in alphabetical order from the order by division. So it's gonna be AFC East North South West, NFC East North South West. So I'm starting off with the AFC East and going in alphabetical order. Obviously, I'm gonna be starting off with the Buffalo Bills. Week 1 against the Jets. Obviously, this is a win. This is a win. This is a no-brainer. I don't really see what if the Bills really lose this game. I'm not gonna know what to expect of them. I'm not gonna really know what to expect of them. The Jets have been the bottom feeder of this division and the bottom feeder of the league for quite some time. I don't think this year will be much different. Week 2 again. Week 2, they go to Miami to face the Dolphins. Miami, one of the most exciting places to play to say the least. I think they definitely get away with a win though, because this Miami team is just not complete yet. They're almost there. Almost there. Don't get me wrong. Tua Tagovailoa at this point is considered to be a good quarterback based off of college, but Josh Allen has more NFL experience under his belt, and Josh Allen, not Josh Gordon. Josh Allen at this point is he has playoff experience. He just he just lost his first playoff game though, so Josh Allen still hasn't won a playoff game, but he's definitely going to win this game against the Dolphins. They'll start off 2-0, going week 3. They go back home to face the Rams. I think this is the loss because even though the Rams gave up Todd Gurley and they gave up Brandon Cooks, I still think that Rams defense is going to wash the Bills, and the Bills defense is definitely going to is might def and the Bills defense, I don't think they're gonna penetrate that Rams offensive line. Um, I will say this though, this Rams team might go into the season kind of iffy. No one really knows how they feel about them, but Aaron Donald is one of the greatest defensive players ever. That defense is going to run right through Buffalo. So I have a 2-1 record for the first 3 games. Against the Raiders, they go to this is the Bills' first ever NFL game in Las Vegas. So you talk about a new place to play, and a new environment to play as well. But this Raiders team has a lot of ups and downs. They have a lot of youth in their roster. Which means that they're going to be susceptible to a lot of what do you call it? I don't know. Maybe I think rookie mistakes, what we call them. But this Raiders team, to me, they're not really solid yet. They have a lot to prove. And the Raiders defense. I'm sorry. The Raiders defense, as intimidating as they look, they've given up a lot of points last year. They gave up a lot of points the year before that. I think this year will be no different. I think the Bills are going to go in there, and if they don't score like 20 or 30 and have a big parade, I think the Bills might do well enough to beat the Raiders. Week 5 at Tennessee against the Titans. At this point, the Bills are 3-1. But they're undefeated on the road. But it's only because they've taken on the Dolphins and the Raiders. 2 teams that haven't really proven themselves yet. The Titans have proven themselves. They went to the AFC Championship. in the AFC Championship. They defeated Tom Brady and Lamar Jackson. The Bills were handed Deshaun Watson in the playoff in a wild card game and couldn't handle it. But let me just say this: this Titans team is still ready. This Titans team very well could make a Super Bowl. Very well could make a Super Bowl if they could just get past Kansas City. They've gotten past Baltimore in the playoffs, but Baltimore this year might be a different animal. They might die down. I don't know, but against the Titans this early out, the Bills are not gonna beat them, especially, and they're definitely not gonna beat that offensive line. That Titans defense is still great, and Derrick Henry is uh, is one of the greatest running backs in the league. And now without Dion Lewis, which would have been a huge plus for this game, I think Derrick Henry's gonna run right through that Bills defense. Bills start off. Bills at this point are 3-2, going against the Chiefs at home. This is gonna be your second straight home loss. At this point, the only team they've beaten at home is the Jets. And that's going to continue because you're against Kansas City, you're against Andy Reid, you're against Patrick Mahomes, you're against the Super Bowl champions. You are against the Super Bowl champions. Buffalo is going to be done for this game. The Chiefs are gonna. It's gonna be a walk in the park for Kansas City. Unfortunately, Buffalo can give them a challenge. I mean, Josh Allen could do something against that defense, but he's not gonna do very much. And it's Sean McDermott against Andy Reid in the coaching situation. Andy Reid by far is one of the best coaches right now. At this point, he's better than Belichick. I don't care what anybody says. Andy Reid is a better coach than Bill Belichick at this point. At this point, I do not care. I do not really care. I'm saying that, and I'm saying that from the heart. I'm saying that from my mind, and I'm saying that from what I saw. So the Bills are going to start off 3-3. Facing the Jets. They're going to go to New Jersey on the 3-3 record. Now 3-3, we've seen this before. Mediocre start to the Bills season. This is usually where they fold. Their next 4 games before the bye week are the Jets, the Patriots, the Seahawks, and the Cardinals. Now, most people would say, "Oh, you got DeAndre Hopkins on the Cardinals now," or I don't know, is Bill Belichick is going to find a way to beat the Bills. First of all, before I get to those games, this game right here, the Jets are going to crumble at the sight of the Bills, and they're going to crumble at the sight of almost every single opponent this year, because the Jets they've given up and they've given in. I don't think the Jets are really going to try to do anything this year. Last year they were 7-9. They had a pitiful first half of the season, and they tried desperately to come back. But they have a 7-9 record. So the Bills are 4-3 after coming out of MetLife Stadium against the Jets, going back to Buffalo to face the Patriots. This Patriots game is going to be a W. Now, I would say that the Patriots are going to lose to the Bills twice, but the Patriots might not lose to anybody twice. Because one thing about Bill Belichick, I don't think anyone really gets to beat Bill Belichick twice in a row. I don't think it just really happens. It really happens. But this is their first matchup against New England. I think the Bills walk away with at this point a 6-2 record. So they're 5-3 record. So they're 5-3 in their first 8 games. Only 3 losses in the first half of the season. So it's looking interesting for them. Week 9, they go to Seattle, November 8th. That's going to be a loss. The Seahawks are too fast for them. The Seahawks are too strong for them. And believe it or not, Pete Carroll is not one of the smartest coaches out there. I'll be the first person to say it. Pete Carroll has made some dumb decisions. But I know one thing: Pete Carroll against against a lighter competition. And yes, the Bills are lighter competition for the Seahawks, like it or not. As much as I'm talking about them, they're not going to beat the Seahawks at all. So we have a 5-4 record before going into Arizona Week 10. I see DeAndre Hopkins. I see Larry Fitzgerald. I see a faster I see a faster passing game, but I don't see a faster running game. I do not see a better defense. I barely see a better offensive line. Their defense has some youth in it, but it's not going to be enough. And their O line is just no, no. The Bills are going to win this game. 6-4. So the Bills start off 6-4, going into the bye week. Coming off the bye week, they go home against the Chargers. They face both LA teams this year. The last LA game against the Rams, defense def, defense too strong. Um, Defense too strong. The Bills defense does great. The Bills defense does but the Chargers are a fast team. But the Chargers are one of those fast teams that the Chargers play against themselves eventually. So all Sean McDermott has to do, and this isn't going to be that hard, is to find a way to use the Chargers' speed against them. He's going to have to play kind of like he's going to have to play chicken with the Chargers. He's going to have to wait for